What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you think you've seen everything the world has to offer, I am about to prove you wrong. Today, we are counting down 10 of the most insane, unbelievable, absolutely mind-blowing places on Earth that you probably didn't even know existed. I'm not talking about the Eiffel Tower or the Grand Canyon. We are going way off the grid. Places that look like they're straight out of a science fiction movie. I literally spent hundreds of hours with my team researching these spots. Every single one is crazier than the last. Keep a running tally of how many you've heard of before. If you know any, spam the comments and tell me which one. Let's go. All right, kicking off our list, we are traveling to a place so isolated and strange, often called the most alien-looking place on Earth. This is Socotra Island, part of Yemen in the Indian Ocean. Forget everything you know about islands. This place is on a whole other level. It's been geographically isolated for millions of years. Plants and animals evolved here like nowhere else. The first thing you'll notice, dragon's blood trees. They look like giant inside-out umbrellas or massive mushrooms. They're named for the dark red resin that oozes like blood, once used as medicine and dye. Bizarre bottle trees, swollen trunks storing water, straight out of a Dr. Seuss book. Pristine beaches, towering limestone plateaus, deep caves, an explorer's paradise virtually untouched. Camp under the brightest stars, hike canyons by day, and spot species botanists cross the world to study. A fragile ecosystem preserved by isolation, and it's not easy to get to. Visiting takes planning and true adventure. Socotra Island, a real-life alien planet. From an alien island to a place that will mess with your perception of reality, Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, over 4,000 square miles, so flat NASA calibrates satellites here. In the rains, a thin layer of water turns it into the world's largest mirror. The horizon disappears, sky above and below. You feel like you're walking on clouds, driving across a giant mirror. The illusions are endless. Photos look photoshopped, but are 100% real. At night, with zero light pollution, the Milky Way reflects beneath your feet, profound, almost spiritual. Ancient cacti over 10 meters tall dot volcanic islands, another layer of surreal. Getting here is an adventure, but for a chance to walk on the sky, worth every second. A solid 10 out of 10 on the mind-blowing scale. Back to the USA. Looks like a default Windows screensaver, but you can walk through it. Antelope Canyon on Navajo land. An incredibly narrow, deep, winding slot carved by flash floods. Smooth, flowing ribbons of rock with swirling orange, red, pink, and purple, shifting with the light. Midday sun creates heavenly beams. Guides float sand to reveal solid-looking columns of light. Upper hosts the famous beams. Lower is a ladder-access corkscrew adventure. Visits are guided for safety and culture, nature, art, and Navajo heritage in spectacular harmony. If you thought the last few places were weird, get ready. Lake Natron's haunting red comes from salt-loving algae. It's a soda lake with pH up to 12, nearly ammonia-level alkaline. Animals that fall in can be preserved, calcified, washing ashore like stone statues. Nightmarish and captivating, yet millions of lesser flamingos breed here, protected by caustic waters, life thriving beside death. Extreme contrasts, death, life, beauty, terror. A remote expedition into arid, volcanic lands, unforgettable. Let's take a break from the deadly and alien. Welcome to a winter wonderland in a warm climate. Not snow or salt. Travertine from hot springs depositing calcium carbonate over millennia. Walk barefoot on warm, delicate travertine into blue infinity pools. Then explore ancient Hierapolis. Swim among 2,000-year-old columns at Cleopatra's Pool. Insane. A UNESCO site, strict protection preserves this dreamscape for the future. Remote and mysterious, this flat-topped tepui inspired The Lost World. At the Venezuela-Brazil-Guyana border, sheer cliffs rise to an isolated plateau, its own world for millions of years. Carnivorous plants, unique frogs, crystal beds, alien rock forms, and jacuzzi-like pools crisscrossed by canyons. A multi-day trek through savannas, river crossings, and cloud forest. Final ascent on a narrow natural ramp. On top, clouds swirling below, endless jungle beyond, waterfalls cascading off the edges. A humbling, powerful expedition. The most metal name ever, the door to hell. In Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert, the Darvaza gas crater has burned continuously for over 50 years. In 1971, Soviet geologists collapsed a gas-filled cavern. To prevent methane spread, they lit it, thinking it would burn out in weeks. Decades later, it's still a raging inferno, about 70 meters wide and 30 meters deep. The heat hits from afar. At night, the glow is visible for miles, terrifying and mesmerizing. Once an unregulated campsite, now talk of extinguishing to capture gas. But for now, it burns on. A bizarre, accidental wonder, the strange, the extreme, the absolutely unbelievable. From a fiery pit to cool, swirling blues and whites. In Chilean Patagonia, General Carrera Lake hides caverns carved directly into solid marble. For over 6,000 years, turquoise waves sculpted tunnels, caverns, and columns, a natural masterpiece. Smooth walls streaked blue, gray, and white, mineral veins painted by light reflecting off the water. Enter by small boat or kayak on calm days, glide through glowing arches over gemstone clear water. 3 main formations, the chapel, the cathedral, and the cave. Getting here means the legendary Carretera Austral, remote, scenic, and so worth the effort. A living artwork, changing with seasons and sun. Quiet, magical proof of nature's patient power. A deep mystery that's fascinated scientists and divers for decades. The Great Blue Hole. A giant underwater sinkhole, once a dry limestone cave during the last ice age, flooded as seas rose and its roof collapsed. Not for colorful coral, the draw is enormous stalactites and stalagmites, some over 12 meters long. Stalactites only form in dry caves, concrete proof this place was once above sea level. In 2018, a sub reached the bottom, finding a toxic hydrogen sulfide layer and preserved remains in an anoxic abyss. Fly over for perfect symmetry, or dive into a geological time capsule. Our last stop looks plucked from a fairy tale, the Tunnel of Love in Klivan, Ukraine. A section of industrial railway shaped by passing trains into perfect green arches over 3 to 5 kilometers. Seasons transform it. Lush green, fiery autumn, snowy winter. And local legend says true love wishes come true. Once a local secret, viral photos made it global. Symmetry, vibrant green, romantic atmosphere, pure magic. Walking the tracks feels like entering a hidden kingdom, an incredible place to end our journey. And that is a wrap on 10 of the most unbelievable places on planet Earth. How many did you know? Let me know your score in the comments. From the alien world of Socotra to the fairy tale Tunnel of Love, our planet is weirder and more wonderful than we imagine. Which one blew your mind? For me, Salar de Uyuni. Walking on a giant mirror reflecting the galaxy is just insane. Drop your absolute favorite in the comments. Got a mind-blowing spot I missed? Suggest it. We might feature it next. If you enjoyed this and want more unbelievable travel, smash that subscribe button. We post insane videos all the time, bigger ones coming up next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.